Hey everybody, welcome back to Training Battles, my week again. So I'm gonna be using Alberto's team once again, but I'm gonna use it for the next two episodes, so for Monday and Tuesday's episodes, and then the rest of the week for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I'm gonna use a bit more of a fun team because this Monday the ladder actually resets, so all ratings will reset back to 1500 and the new season will start. So I figured it'd be a good time to whip out something fun for a few episodes. And then by using this in 2 more days, I gave it 5 episodes of use and just kind of what I've been doing around that many for a team. So yeah, so that's the plan. So we'll hop into this first one, or this first game of those 4 or 5. Who knows? I mean, I get an episode, but so we've been doing all right. Definitely, I think it's a pretty strong team, and I've really enjoyed it. I was using it in some other things, like a Trainer Tower Open match, so just get some more practice with it. So, and you see, I have played quite a few more games since we last played. I was just practicing for a mid-season showdown I went to this past weekend, and that'll likely be the case too for next week, because I will be going to Portland Regionals, which decided to be my first regional event since Seattle last year, and my first big event since Worlds. So if you guys are going to be at Portland, come say hi. So yeah, so hopping into our next battle, waiting. Been having trouble finding opponents, but we find one from Japan with a rating of 1639. And they have Tapu Koko, Salamence, Tapu Bulu, Melodic, Marowak, and Celesteela. Marowak, that's a throwback to last year. Although it did win Costa Mesa Regional, which is really interesting. So, yeah, the Melodic stands out because it's competitive, makes the leading land just a little hard, but going the Trick Room route's doesn't feel like a bad idea. So, but the Marowak is the biggest issue, and if I lead Landorus, that could just spell trouble, so I might go for like the Trick Room more late game. I could lead Charizard. I just need a way to deal with Koko. Or the potential Koko. Alright. This one's pretty tricky. I might just lead Snorlax, to be honest. Like Charizard Snorlax. Kind of a weird thing. Actually I could just leave Gothitelle out. Landorus Koko. I'll have to really focus on getting rid of this Marowak. So we'll go ahead and walk in. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm not bringing Goth. It just seems like it'll be too hard to set up Trick Room late. But I do want Snorlax, because even without Trick Room, I can at least sit in there and just get off damage. And with Protect, what's cool thing about having Protect, I was realizing is it's a common double target. Like Pokemon, like people want to double target it a lot, but I can kind of take advantage of that a lot of the times. Alright, so we see the Salamence Bulu lead. So Charizard's not in a terrible spot, although seeing the Salamence could still threaten the double edge on Charizard. Which isn't the greatest thing in the world here. I could switch Lax into my Landorus, but I wouldn't be surprised if he switches something like Bulu into Melodic. So what I think I want to do, I don't want to switch into Koko. I'm going to switch into Landorus in the Charizard slot, and I'm just going to return... I think I'll just return the Salamence. Yeah, let's do that. I'll keep Charizard in the back, which can help deal with the Bulu. So I wouldn't be surprised to see Bulu switch into Melodic here. Yeah, and then I'll just get some damage on the Salamence, try and maybe put it into... He protects, so okay, we won't put it in any range, so... He must be going for like a Bloom Doom, or... Oh, he just double protects. Interesting. So you get Landorus in for free, at least. Now I wish I had Belly Drummed, but there's no way to expect that. I think I'll U-turn. Yeah, let's U-turn off the Bulu. And we'll double the Bulu slot here. Let's see what he goes for. Like, I could Rock Slide. He would draw Salamence. Which looks like Marowak. Okay. That's definitely the Pokemon I was a little more afraid of. But I guess it makes sense. I did go for the return last time. I just have to go back into Charizard here. Just because Togepi was not going to do much until we get rid of this Marowak, which... Yo, he goes for Swords Dance. Alright, well, Heat Wave can take him out. So I'll probably just Heat Wave High Horsepower with the Marowak. He could protect Shadow Bone my Charizard. So also, alternatively, I could Heat Wave and... Yeah, I think he would protect Bulu here. I'm gonna protect and High Horsepower this Marowak. Yeah, I would expect him to maybe protect the Bulu. He could switch Marowak into Salamence as well. So, I mean, maybe I probably made my turn a little too fast, but this is pretty tough. And this Marowak, yeah, there it is. So getting rid of this Marowak, and there's Salamence. Getting rid of this Marowak would be really nice because of the Cocoa in the back. Huh? Imagine. I'm trying to think if he would protect Bulu or not here. I would think so on a play like that. Yeah, so he protects. So this turn I'm definitely gonna Heat Wave. I'm gonna switch into Landorus and Heat Wave here. Because I think if I do that, I would imagine Charizard can take a hit. Alright, so I'll switch into Lando. If he has Melodic, now would be a really good time to switch it in. That would be a really good time. But whatever comes in will still be, Heat Wave does still decent damage. Melodic did come in, I have the Solar Beam option. If you were to switch Salamence into Melodic. The one downside is I am giving Marowak the boost. So if Marowak is to come in for free or something, at least I'd have Landorus into Earthquake it. I can't imagine. I mean, I'm sure Fire Move still does quite a decent chunk to Marowak, just because it does have a lower special defense. Okay, so there is so he's staying in. He's not Mega Evolving Salamence, which means he may be protecting it. Although we do Speed Tie, so he might still be Mega Evolving. We Speed Tie before Mega Evolving. Yeah, there we go. So I expect this to be like a double edge or something. I don't know if Charizard lives at if he's at -1. I think it just may depend on the investment of the Salamence. But he goes for Tailwind. That's a fine play. So but we'll get this Heat Wave off. Salamence dodges, but we hit the Bulu, so we clear that. So now, at least now my Earthquakes will be stronger with the once I get rid of this grassy terrain. Tailwind's a problem. Yeah, there's the Melodic. Let's see. We're gonna burn a turn here. Question is, do I need Landorus? I want to say yeah, just because of the Intimidate's nice. So I'll go ahead and switch in. I'm gonna focus on getting rid of this Melodic. And we'll use Charizard's Solar Beam for that. So we'll switch in Snorlax, and then I may double up this. I may just choose to double up the Melodic here. He goes for Hyper Voice. Okay, so that's good to see that he's like a more special variant, because Charizard does take special hits a little better. Burn here would be pretty unfortunate, but he doesn't get it. Alright. It wouldn't be the end of the world, but it wouldn't be great either. And Grass Terrain goes away. Cool, now I have the Earthquake option. Obvious thing for him to do here is protect Melodic. I'm gonna double it in case he switches. I mean, if he protects, it'll just at least burn a turn of Tailwind. I'll return the Salmon, though. Yeah, I'm gonna return the Salamence. Oh, I think my... Oh, no, I still have Sun. It didn't protect, so I could have doubled Melodic. Yeah, Charizard takes it okay. Still quite a bit... It's still a 3-hit KO, it looks like. So a Scald into my Charizard could probably, yeah, put me in range here. But we'll get... Nice thing is getting off this Solar Beam. If we can give him an Earthquake range, that would be pretty fantastic. Probably plucks a berry. No. Okay, so I could have doubled up Melodic. I think this turn I'm definitely going to. Because this should be the last turn of Tailwind. Yeah, okay, so the plan here is I'm going to double Melodic. If you were to protect and knocked out Charizard, fine. Well, Landorus comes in and just presses Earthquake. I might U-turn the Melodic. I could Flamethrower alternatively in case of Marowak. This Flamethrower would do more damage to Marowak, and it might knock out this Melodic. But instead, no, I'll Solar Beam, high horsepower. That way, if Marowak comes in, we'll pick it up. So he goes for Hyper Voice, so we'll lose Snorlax, but we'll get rid of, assuming high horsepower hits, we'll get rid of this Melodic. And then Landorus can come in, and... Oh, he goes for... Oh, he has Recovered. Shoot. Now I wish I'd returned. Okay. So now I know Marowak's probably coming in here. I kind of want to come in an Earthquake. Although, the problem is, as long as the... No, we're gonna bring in Coco. We gotta save the Landorus. Okay, so the play here... He probably switches in Marowak, so I'm gonna return and Dazzling Gleam the Melodic. Yeah, Dazzling Gleam and then return the Melodic. You can also protect Tailwind. Switching Melodic out into the Marowak in Tailwinding wouldn't be bad either. So Melodic protects. We'll get this Dazzling Gleam off. Question is, will it KO this Salamence? Because then he wouldn't get Tailwind up. Yeah, he barely hangs on, so he'll get another Tailwind. I think that should be okay for now. Interesting too, he was clicking Scald when the sun was up instead of something like Ice Beam. So, question is he going to like Marowak? He's tempting to go for the Volt Switch. I'm not worried about Salamence too much. I'm gonna Volt Switch and high horsepower. He has Flamethrower, so he goes for that. I'm assuming he's doubling up the Coco here. Yeah, but I'll get if I as long as I live, and I don't. Wow, that's I really underestimated that damage there. Just making 4 plays, and that was so straightforward of him to do too. Oh, he does have a berry. I guess I didn't proc it. Dang. Well, shoot. I guess if I had protected there and went for a return. So yeah, this is looking like a hard L. That was really bad. I don't know why. Well, the fact yeah, Hyper Voice Flamethrower Tailwind, that's fair. Just pure special. Yeah, if I had protected, it probably could have been might have been better. I don't think return would have KO'd, but it would have KO'd the Salamence, and then Coco should sell speed, or I could at least preserve that. Yeah. Or if Dazzling Gleam picked up KO, or if I just got it for Salamence. But what are you gonna do? So this is looking like a pretty hard L here. So I'll Rock Slide in the off chance I'm still faster than Melodic. Not likely. Yeah, I don't know why. I just expected Coco to take that Scald plus attack. And then yeah, I'll just return Melodic here. This should be game. Yeah, that was just really bad. I am faster. So a flinch here, actually if I get a flinch, or a couple flinches, So he didn't EV. His melodic's pretty slow. Give me a flinch. Nah, he doesn't flinch. That tells me he doesn't have Ice Beam either. This should KO. Oh, yeah. If we got a flinch there, we actually had a chance. Because then Marowak comes in, he's gonna be taking Rock Slides, and he lives that. But given that damage, if I had returned the turn he KO'd Coco, I would have been in trouble. I was just really trying to get that Marowak switch in. But he's just preserving, he's just keeping in the back. So we'll just high horsepower this. He'll recover, I'm sure. But really he just needs a double Snorlax here. So that didn't work out too well. Now I kind of wish I did bring Gothitelle. I think I would have been able to get Trip him up somewhere along the line, potentially. Ugh. Gosh, wow, that did so much. This is just must be like max HP, max special attack. Is that? Oh, I'm saying he's at +2, of course. All right, so we take the loss there. Not my best outing with the team at all, but that's all right. I haven't played this with this team in like a week. All right, so we'll find our next opponent now. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. There was just a couple turns where he kind of, he left himself open to something like, like I could have like volt switching or thunderbolting the Salamence there would have been, like a nice play. But it's hard to go for those because I really have to respect the. It's like I do really have to respect the Marowak, and he took advantage of that. He didn't think I'd go for the electric move. But, I mean, you saw how much Dazzling Gleam did. It was close. I thought maybe it could have picked it up, but of course it didn't. But and then, or if I had just returned the Melodic that turn, I would have. That turn he KO'd Coco. I might have picked up the KO because you saw how much return did. And if I pick up that KO, Landorus comes in, and then I just press Rock Slide, and I'd have been in pretty good shape there. I may still needed a flinch on the Marowak, but anyways, so we find our next opponent, Benjamin, Tapu Koko, Incineroar, Snorlax, Celesteela, Cresselia, and Landorus. And fun thing, Incineroar has Intimidate now. They just released it last week, so we're gonna be seeing a lot more Incineroar most likely, because getting access to Intimidate makes it a really good Pokemon, I think. So I do kind of want to lead the Gothitelle just for the trapping. And then probably Landorus. Like Landorus Goth. So Landorus would threaten the Incineroar, Snorlax in the back, and Coco. Yeah. This will be interesting. This will be pretty interesting. I fully expect him to lead the Incineroar. So it's just a matter of what he leads next to it. He could lead his own Snorlax. So I'll go ahead and lock in and go with that. Like he could lead something like Incineroar Snorlax. I think that wouldn't be a bad lead. So Incineroar, honestly this Incineroar is already pretty strong against this team. The Intimidate just makes it even better. Because I was noticing I was having issues with Incineroar playing with this team before, and now he can just weaken my Landorus and my Snorlax and even my Celesteela's heavy slams. So, but yeah, I think if he leads Incineroar Snorlax, that's gonna be the toughest thing. And it made me wish I had knockoff, but he'll probably fear the knockoff and go for something like a fake out into Landorus. Okay, so we'll lead Goth Landorus, and he leads Incineroar Landorus. Alright, so he goes for the double Intimidate. I would expect him to lead. Yeah, I would expect him to lead to fake out Goth. So I am gonna U-turn into Snorlax. Yeah, let's go for that. I mean, I don't want to Rock Slide. So we'll U-turn here, and I'm gonna protect Gothitelle. So I mean, I guess he could fake out Landorus and go after the Gothitelle, but I'm gonna do this, and then so my thought, if I can get the U-turn off, get into Snorlax, I might just protect Trick Room. Fake out into the Goth, yep, and then what? U-turn into my Landorus. So see what he goes into here. He could go into his own Landorus. And then, or Coco even. No, he goes into Celesteela. Alright. So I'm definitely gonna go out into Snorlax this turn. I'm gonna protect Trick Room, because I think he's gonna try and he's gonna want to knock off this Snorlax. And he'd probably like do something like Leech Seed the Gothitelle. Yeah, he's not gonna want me to Belly Drum here. And then I'll Trick Room. Because like I said, Snorlax is a really easy double target because it doesn't usually carry Protect, so I'm gonna catch him off guard here. And the reason protecting now is because then I can Belly Drum next turn. Oh, he did it for the Goth. Wow. Yeah, I could easily just Belly Drummed there. Oh my gosh. I mean, it makes sense as a double protected, but oh, I mean, I set a Belly Drum if you let me do that is the problem. If you do, you stop Trick Room. Gosh, that's... I mean, I know I just protected, but it's just weird to me, because... Because, like, you knock out Gothitelle, say I Belly Drum, and then I have this Snorlax sitting here, and you don't have a ton of... pressure. Gosh, yeah, I'm really shocked by that. Alright, well, I'm gonna go into Landorus. Now he's gonna knock off Snorlax is the problem. Man, I'm really surprised he doubled Goth. I would just think he would knock off Snorlax. Because if I had Belly Drummed there, because you don't expect Protect on Snorlax, ever. Huh. I mean, I can't complain too much. He made the play and it really worked out in his favor. Yeah, I definitely cannot Belly Drum now because he probably just knocks off Snorlax. Unless I want to go for the flinch. I would expect something like maybe Celesteela to switch out, or Incineroar might even switch out. I probably am gonna go for it, and then just Rock Slide. Yeah, there's the switch. Okay, so we will get this Belly Drum off, and there's Landorus. Flinch on Celesteela would be great. We'll see. And we do know that this Landorus is Scarf because he did outspeed my Landorus. So I'll have to keep that in mind. So yeah, not gonna do much damage, but at least we get Belly Drum off, and he misses Leech Seed. So that was a much more favorable turn for us. Superpower into my Snorlax feels likely. But I'm gonna attack that slot because I know it can't protect, and if I get rid of Landorus, then then there's nothing else feeding Coco to threaten it. So we're gonna return that slot, and I'm just gonna go ahead and Rock Slide again. So should see, yeah, there's the superpower. This will do a good amount, but I don't mind if I can get rid of this. If I just go ahead and get rid of this Landorus, and like I said, a flinch on Celesteela would be really nice. That was a crit on the Landorus? No, it wasn't. Because there's the Leech Seed. Alright. Okay, so get rid of that. That was the big threatening my Coco, because he was Scarfed. So, so taking that superpower is worth it for the moment. Celesteela will become an issue really fast, but I have the Coco to deal with that. It's just a matter of what I can do with this stuff with this last Pokemon. So there's Incineroar. Imagine he takes out Snorlax. Tempted to switch into Coco this turn and just attack. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to return Incineroar, and I'm going to go ahead and switch into Coco. clear the Intimidate, and then if he KOs Snorlax, Landorus comes back in for free. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. And if he fakes out Snorlax, Koko should potentially come in for free. Sucks if he doubles Landorus. Alright, I'm gonna go into Koko. I could regret this. If you were to like double Landorus, that would be a phenomenal play. But I am just gonna. But if he doesn't fake out Snorlax, we'll get rid of Incineroar. And he does. Oh, he has Iron Defense. Interesting. Okay. And now he's gonna be feeling threatened here. And that took me out, so this is a free switch into my... Yeah, this is a free switch into Landorus. Incineroar should likely switch out here into whatever he has in the back. It's a matter if I do want to if I want to just pull the trigger on Gigavolt and get Incineroar now. I mean, I would expect Celesteela to protect here. I have to lock into the Rock Slide, like that's for given, for sure. And I would expect him to have Koko in the back. Because I could Gigavolt that, get rid of the Koko. I could also just Thunderbolt. Let's do that, because I don't want to give him the free switch back into Incineroar quite yet. Yeah, he's going to switch that out. So we'll Rock Slide and Thunderbolt Koko. And then hopefully put Koko in range of a... And he doesn't protect, so he makes a smart play. Like I said, I do have the Gigavolt Havoc. So I think of 2 Rock Slides and a Thunderbolt. No, it's not enough. Okay, he misses Lonely Shades. We're getting fortunate with that. Now I can try and KO the Koko, but then he gets a free switch out into Incineroar. I would think he protects Celesteela this turn. I'm gonna Rock Slide. Rock Slide's not gonna take him out. That's the big downside here. I might just go ahead and get rid of this Koko. I'm gonna Thunderbolt Koko. He's still not protecting, man. I just Gigavolt that slot. And he lives. Win the speed tie. Alright. So this is a Leech Seed or Heavy Slam coming out. I mean, maybe he lives at +1. He flinches. I had to check my Electric Train turns. Hopefully, I should have checked that last turn. I'm really surprised he's not protected, because we've seen Leech Seed. Iron Defense, maybe he doesn't have Protect. Maybe he's running Iron Defense instead because of that. I wonder if he fakes out the Koko. After he turns Electric Train, I could safely protect this turn. But I press Rock Slide though. I mean, his Celesteela is weakened, so... I won't get rid of this Incineroar. Should fake out. Yeah, he does fake out the Koko. Get this Rock Slide off. It's doing nothing. I'm really starting to think he may not have Protect, but we'll see. So I could have protected. Incineroar probably lives a Thunderbolt. Man, do I go for it now? I mean, he's not protecting at all. I think that worries me if he does have Protect and then reveals it, and then just KOs my Koko with Incineroar. Rock Slide, Thunderbolt probably doesn't KO. I'm gonna protect Koko. I want to Scout for his Protect, and I'm just gonna Rock Slide here. We'll see what he goes for. There it is. Alright, now I can Gigavolt it this turn. Yeah. And then let's see if he Flare Blitzes the Coco here. This Rock Slide's getting off. It's still doing good, decent chip damage to Incineroar. There's the Flare Blitz into the Coco. All right. He may have to go for. He may go for the double protect here. I don't think there's too much. Actually, I think the safest play is to Rock Slide Thunderbolt. And oh, I ran out of terrain. That was a blunder on my part. I'm gonna Rock Slide. I'm gonna also Thunderbolt. Then Incineroar. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try and just overwhelm the Celesteela. Oh, he doesn't even go for the double. I would think he had to, but I mean, he can take the hit now that there's no terrain. But he's at -2. I have to keep that in mind, which is a big deal. Yeah, losing my terrain there sucked. So now he's a double Leech Seed, so he may not come out of this. Just a matter of whether he protects or not. Oh man. May need some flinches too. Alright, so I'm just gonna press Rock Slide. I'm gonna go for it. Hope he doesn't protect. He doesn't protect, okay. I mean, this won't KO him, but it'll at least put him in rain, and put him in... It'll do a lot. It would have KO'd if he wasn't at... Might have KO'd if he wasn't at +1. So this one's really coming down to the wire. Ugh. Still, I'm still so surprised he just went after the Goth Tail. I mean, I guess he really wanted to stop Trick Room. But if I had Billy Drum that turn, crit here would be great. But I don't think we're gonna get that. Yeah, he's gonna heal off so much. There's the heavy slam, no flinch. I need to take... Okay, so that's not doing a ton. So he'll protect this turn. This isn't gonna be enough. I should have Gig Volted that turn. But even then, we don't KO this Celesteela. Yeah, he's healing way too much. Dang. Yeah, I screwed. This is a bad loss. So he'll protect. I'm gonna have to crit Thunderbolt. That's really all there is to it. So no, that's a tough loss, especially considering that I really didn't expect him to double up Gothitelle. I really didn't. And he just got overwhelmed by this Celesteela. Man, he just heals so much. Because the thing is, even if I Gig Volted that turn, the Incineroar just Flare Blitzes Coco and KOs it. I don't know if that would have really done much for me. So my only hope here is to crit Thunderbolt. Even if I flinch, I think I still go down to... Man, even Iron, like this Iron defense is coming in huge for him. Because the Rock Slide damage is so insignificant now. Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. Get a Paralysis. But, yeah, like again, I don't think he's just gonna get way too much health back. And I'm running low on my time, he probably has plenty of it. So once again, just like earlier the last time I did this, I got just completely beat by Celesteela. Like really unfortunate. Man, I don't know if belly drumming. Yeah, if I'd belly drummed that turn with Snorlax that I protected, probably would have been a better spot. Because then I could have just threatened the damage right off the bat, especially on Celesteela. Because Return Still would do a lot to Celesteela. So I'll just expire my time and take the loss there. Not really mad at myself about those 2 losses, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, I gets the heavy slam off, and that's good game. So good game to my opponent. Played really well. You know, doubling up the Goth. Really didn't think he would go for it because he had a safe double up into either Pokemon, but it just seemed, yeah. It just seemed like more likely I would do something like switch Gothitelle out or you know, a number of things that I could have done there. But he just went ahead and went for it. So yeah, I could give an opponent. Intimidate and Cineroar. I think Incineroar's already really annoying for this team, and Intimidate just makes it even more annoying. So, alright, well, that's it for you guys. We had 2 losses today. Not how I wanted to start the week, but hey, what are you going to do? So, alright, we'll see you guys in the next episode tomorrow, and then I'll have a fun team for the next 3 episodes after that for the ladder reset. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See ya.